Pixel, Vectors, and Resolution, the ultimate beginner's guide. Today, we are going to clear up one of the most important and most misunderstood topic in design, the difference between pixels and vectors. If you have ever zoomed into an image and it became blurry, or tried printing a logo and it looked terrible, this is why. By the end of this video, you will know exactly when to use pixels, when to use vectors, and why it matters. In the digital world, images generally fall into two categories. Understanding the difference is the first step to becoming a design professional. Number one category is raster graphics, called pixel. Pixels are made up of tiny colored squares. Think of them like your mosaic tile floor. Number two categories are the vector graphic. Vector graphics are made up of lines and curves calculated by maths. Think of them like a connect the dots drawing. What are pixels? I know you must have heard the word pixel, but today let us look at the definition of pixel. The word pixel is short for picture element. Picture element is the smallest unit in a digital image. As I said before, pixels are a tiny colored squares that make up a digital image. So imagine a checkerboard where every square is painted a different color. When you stand back, your eyes blend them into a complete picture. If you zoom into a picture far enough, you will start to see these little blocks. Each one holds a single color value. When thousands or even millions of pixels come together, they create the image you see on the screen. This type of image is also called a raster image. Most photos taken with your phone or camera are pixel based. So raster images are pixel based. They are fantastic for capturing complex real world details like lighting, shadows, and textures. Common pixel file formats include JPEG or JPG, great for photos on the web. PNG supports transparency, good for logos. GIF, simple animation. PSD or RAW, professional editing format. So pixels are excellent for photography, detailed texture, realistic shading, and complex color transition. They are perfect when details matters. Programs like Adobe Photoshop work primarily with pixel-based image. So pixel limitation. What are some limitations of pixel? Because raster images are made of a fixed number of pixels, they have a hard limit on quality. The main limitation of pixel is that they are resolution dependent. That means they are created at a fixed size. If you enlarge them beyond their original dimension, the image begins to lose quality and becomes pixelated. This is why a small Instagram image may look fine on your phone, but blurry on a larger poster. So if you stretch a raster image, you are essentially stretching the square. The computer has to guess what colors to fill the gap, which creates a blurry, blocky look. This is why zooming in too far on a photo makes it look pixelated. What are vectors? Vectors, on the other hand, are completely different. Vectors are the superheroes of the design world. Instead of using squares, they use mathematical equation or mathematical formula to define the shape. They are built from points, line, curves, and shapes. Because the computer is recalculating the math every time you resize the image, a vector can be the size of a postage stamp or a billboard, and it will always be perfectly sharp. That means no matter how much you zoom in, The edges remain sharp. What are examples of vectors? Common vector files include SVG, scalable vector graphic, which can be used for web, standard web, and code base. Another format is AI, Adobe Illustrator, not artificial intelligence, Adobe Illustrator, the industry standard for print. EPS, encapsulated postscript. These are older file formats but widely compatible. PDF can contain vector data, great for shaping final design. Programs like Adobe Illustrator or CorelDRAW are designed specifically for creating vector graphics. Vectors are ideal for logos, icon, typography, branding materials, and print design. Anything that needs to scale should be created as vectors. So the key difference between pixel and vector is pixel are resolution dependent, best for photos, and can become blurry when resized. Vectors are resolution independent, best for logos and illustration. They stay sharp at any size. When to use pixel or vector? Use pixel when you are working with photographs or high detail imagery. Use vector when you need scalability, especially for branding. For example, a social media photo, you will use pixel. A company's logo, you will use vector. Professional designers often use both depending on the project they are working on. The key is knowing which tool is right for the job.